Okay, so here's my 60 plus seconds contribution to the four corners of the internet on today. If you're watching this video, you may be a traditional 9-to-5er, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be a solopreneur. For me, I am a traditional 9-to-5er, and I also am a solopreneur. And actually, April 2024, I started my business officially 5 years ago this month. Here's what I want to encourage you about on today. And definitely because I feel like I cater to in my business people who want to maximize or leverage their expertise to have, you know, an online offer or an online business, whether that is leveraging your expertise to write and publish a book, leverage that same expertise to develop and create a course. And I'm a book and course development coach. But in the fall of 2022, and I want to just encourage you about consulting God, whether it's about your career or your business. In the fall of 2022, I was ready to just shut the shop down because I was in a very stagnant season in my business. And I was just like, you know, maybe I misheard God. Maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. But you know, that's how the enemy likes to do. He will get in your head, right? And convince you that what God said is no longer true, or that's really not what, you know, you heard God say. I was about to shut everything down, but also I realized as a woman of faith, as a woman of God, I don't make major decisions in any capacity of my life without praying. You know, even if my children are faced with making a big decision, I encourage them to pray, and I actually, you know, intercede for them. And so I can be a little practical sometimes. And I remember at that time I was ready to close things down. I was in the middle of a launch. I had created this masterclass series called The Notable Author, which was to help authors focus on the marketing piece, you know, new and aspiring self-published authors. Excuse me. And I was like, Lord, I have been in a stagnant season for months, and I'm ready to just, you know, close the doors and move on to something else. But I don't want to make any moves without consulting you, because I remember what you told me. I remember the prophecy that you delivered to me through Prophetess Anderson. And if you saw one of my previous videos, it was about her seeing me standing next to a stack of books that were as tall as me. And later I came to understand that those books were not just mine. Those books were also the books of my clients. I get into that on another video. But I prayed and I was like, Lord, I don't want to make this decision without hearing from you first. So I just was really honest about what was on my heart that day. The reason behind why I had what I had on my heart. But it was like, Lord, if I need to leave this business open, just let me make one sale. Because now, mind y'all, I hadn't made a sale in months. And I was in the middle of a pre-sale launch. And I say, well, Lord, if I need to keep the business open, if it's not time to quit, can you give me a sign? Can I just make one sale? And probably a couple days before the pre-sale was to close, I sold one of those master classes at they were just $97. And I didn't even care about the price point. That's not what was significant to me. What was significant to me was that God heard the sincerity of my heart. My heart posture, I believe, was in the right place. I had a feeling of wanting to close the business down, but I also didn't want to be out of his will. And I didn't want to operate contrary to what the prophecy that was told to me. And that was in the fall of 2022. We're now in April of 2024, which again is my official 5-year anniversary month. And I've left the business open. I have pivoted a little bit. You know, when I originally started out, I was strictly a service provider offering done-for-you self-publishing services. And then I've gradually moved to a book and course development coach, where I actually help my clients walk the process out of developing impactful books, right? And developing robust, impactful courses, but around their specialized skill set or unique life experiences. And the reason I can help them do that is because I've done it for myself over and over. And I've helped others do it already as well. So that is where I am now in my business. But I would not be here if I would have followed my flesh in the fall of 2022 and closed my business instead of pausing for a second and consulting God on what I needed to do. So that's the message for today. Just pause and consult God on what you need to do. So be encouraged, and I hope you have a great weekend.